Who told you that memory was real? My therapist's question destroyed my entire childhood in 6 words, because the drowning I remembered never happened. What did happen was so much worse. I've been in therapy for 3 years, working through childhood trauma. My earliest memory is of my 5th birthday party. My father pushing me into the pool as a joke, and me nearly drowning. Everyone laughed while I choked on water, thrashing in terror. I've been petrified of swimming ever since. I've recounted this story in every therapy session. The blue water closing over my head, the sound of laughter muffled underwater, my father's face when he finally pulled me out. Dr. Morrison listened patiently every time. She'd nod, take notes, and we'd work through the fear and abandonment I felt. Then last Thursday, I mentioned the memory again while explaining why I couldn't attend my nephew's pool party. She closed her notebook, just closed it, set down her pen, and looked at me with an expression I'd never seen before. Elena, she said carefully, who told you that memory was real? I laughed because obviously it was real. I'd lived it. I remembered every detail. The taste of chlorine, my pink birthday dress growing heavy with water, the cake on the table with 5 candles. She didn't laugh back. Elena, you were born in December. Your 5th birthday would have been in winter. I opened my mouth to argue, but nothing came out. December. My birthday is December 18th. There wouldn't be a pool party. I've been waiting for the right time to address this, Dr. Morrison said gently. You've mentioned this memory in almost every session for 3 years, but the details have changed. First, you said your father pushed you. Then last year, you said he was standing far away and didn't notice you'd fallen in. 6 months ago, you said your aunt pushed you and your father pulled you out. My hands started trembling. That wasn't true. The memory was always the same. It had to be. She pulled out a folder I'd never seen before. I've been documenting it because I suspected something. Elena, I think someone planted this memory, probably when you were young enough that you couldn't distinguish between what happened and what you were told happened. I felt nauseous. Why would anyone do that? To cover something else. Something real that happened at a birthday party when you were 5. She asked if I'd be willing to call my mother right there in the session. I did. My mother answered on the 2nd ring. Dr. Morrison asked her about my 5th birthday. There was a long pause. Then my mother said, we had a small party at home, just family. It was snowing outside. Was there any incident at the party? Dr. Morrison asked. Anything traumatic? Another pause. Longer this time. Why are you asking about this? Because Elena has a very vivid memory of nearly drowning at a pool party that day. My mother went completely silent. I could hear her breathing on the other end. Finally, she said, there was no pool, but something did happen. My hands gripped the chair arms so hard my knuckles turned white. Your Uncle Robert was there, my mother said, her voice cracking. He was supposed to be watching you while I got the cake ready. When I came back into the living room, you were crying and your dress was torn and Robert was zipping up his pants. He said you'd gotten tangled in the presents and ripped your dress, that you were just being dramatic about it. The room tilted. I couldn't breathe. I wanted to believe him, my mother whispered. He was my brother. So when you kept talking about something bad happening at your birthday, he told you a different story. Over and over. He said you fell in a pool and got scared. He made you repeat it back to him. I heard him doing it, and I didn't stop him because I didn't want to believe what I'd really seen. Dr. Morrison reached over and squeezed my hand. Elena, your brain created the drowning memory to protect you from what really happened, and someone helped it along. My Uncle Robert died 2 years ago. I went to his funeral. I cried because I thought he was one of the good ones. I'm not afraid of water. I never was.